Okay, yesterday we studied the Bernoulli's equation. Okay, Bernoulli's equation deals with the dynamics of fluid flow. And it states that for any flow, there should be a pressure head, a kinetic head, as well as potential head. Okay, so that is the essence of Bernoulli's equation. And at the end of deriving that Bernoulli's equation, we were discussed about the application of those Bernoulli's equation to some devices, and mainly those devices are mainly used for finding out the discharge of fluid flows, and one such device is venturimeter. So I think already you have seen this venturimeter in your fluid mechanics lab. Okay, so venturimeter, this is the venturimeter. This venturimeter, so here we are having the pipe, our pipe. Here also pipe will be continuing. Okay, and this will be the venturimeter. This venturimeter will be having a short converging portion, then a throat, after that a long divergent portion. This is the constructional details of a venturimeter. And this venturimeter is connected with a manometer normally in order to find out the difference in pressure between the main pipe as well as this throat. So here, this venturimeter is connected to the main pipe. Therefore, for the main pipe, the pressure will be more. That is why it will depress the manometric fluid more. Okay. And at the throat area, the pressure will be less. That is why this manometric fluid is going towards the throat. Okay. So here it is high pressure, here it is low pressure. Okay. So a venturimeter, it is having a short convergent portion, a throat, and a long divergent portion. After that, the pipe will be continued. The pipe will be continued. So it is mainly used for to find out the discharge of pipe flows. Okay. And while connecting this the manometer with the venturimeter, we can find out the difference in pressure between the main pipe as well as throat. That we have to note in order to finding out the discharge. Okay. Now regarding the details, venturimeter is the device used to measure the rate of flow of fluid flowing through pipe. It consists of three parts. One is a short converging part, next one is the throat, and after that the diverging part. This is the short converging part. Then what is that? Next, there is a throat. So this is the throat. And next one is, what is the next one? A diverging part. So this is the long diverging portion. Okay. In order to derive the discharge through the venturimeter, I am taking this section as 1, 1 and this section as at the throat area, this section as 2, 2. So here it is 1, 1 and here it is 2, 2. And these two sections we have to apply Bernoulli's equation. At the section 1, 1, we are having the diameter d1 and the pressure p1 and the velocity v1. Then we are having the density. And here also we are having in the area of cross section, otherwise the diameter is d2, the corresponding area is a2, and the velocity of flow at this portion is v2. Okay, then density we are having rho, and the pressure at this point is p2. Okay, so these are the things to be noted, and this will be the difference in pressure between these two, the main pipe as well as throat. This is the pressure difference between these two sections 1 and 2. Okay. Consider a venturimeter connected in a pipe through which fluid is flowing. Okay. A venturimeter connected in a pipe through which the fluid is flowing. Okay. So please keep the picture in your mind. Okay. Then D1 is the diameter at inlet 1, and P1 is the pressure at section 1, and V1 is the velocity of flow at 1, and A1 is the area of cross section at 1. And similarly, we are having D2, P2, V2, and A2 are the corresponding values at applying Bernoulli's equation at two sections. We will get at the first section we will get as you know the terms in Bernoulli's equation. That is P1 by rho g plus V1 square V square by 2g plus Z is a constant. Okay, so therefore P1 by rho g plus V1 square by 2g plus Z1 is equal to P2 by rho g plus V2 square by 2g plus Z2. This is at section 2. This is at section 1. In both cases, the central line is having same height from a reference line. Same height from a reference line. Okay. In both cases, Z1 is equal to Z2. Z1 is equal to Z2. As the pipe is horizontal, Z1 is equal to Z2. Therefore, the expression will become P1 by rho g plus V1 square by 2g, which is equal to P2 by rho g plus V2 square by 2g, or P1 by rho g minus P2 by rho g, which is equal to V2 square minus V1 square by 2g. What is this one? P1 minus P2 by rho g. That will be the pressure head H. Okay. Already P by rho g. Otherwise, P is equal to rho g H. Okay. Therefore, P by rho g is a H. And here, that H indicates the difference in pressure head. But P1 minus P2 is a difference of pressure head at section 1 and 2. Therefore, P1 minus P2 by rho g is equal to H. Now, applying the continuity equation at both sections. That is A1 V1 is equal to A2 V2. And from this expression, you have to find out an expression for V1. Okay, that is A2 V2 by A1. This will be the equation 2. Substituting that in equation 2, you will get H is equal to V2 square minus A2 V2 by A1 the whole square divided by 2g. And here you have to manipulate this equation so that you have to find a relation for V2. Okay, you have to find a relation for V2. So I have skipped some steps here. Those steps you have to work out and study. And okay, and finally you will get V2 square is equal to 2gh into A1 square divided by A1 square minus root of A1 square minus A2 square. And already we know the relation Q is equal to A2 V2. That is Q is equal to A2 into, for the V2, you have to substitute this relation. Okay. So you give that relation. On giving that one, you will get Q is equal to A2 into A1 by root of A1 square minus A2 square into root of 2gh. And this equation 3, this will be the discharge under real condition. So this will be the theoretical discharge. Okay. So this will be the, so equation 3 gives the discharge under real condition and is called a theoretical discharge. And normally actual discharge will be less than theoretical discharge. How we can find out the actual discharge? You will have the flow from here to here, and that flow will be collected in a collecting tank, and in that collecting tank for a particular time, what will be the volume of water collected will be measured, that is V by T. That will be the actual discharge. Okay, that actual discharge is normally less than that of this theoretical discharge. Okay, and there is a ratio between actual and theoretical discharge, that is coefficient of discharge is equal to Q actual by Q theoretical. Therefore, Q actual is equal to that coefficient of discharge is CD into Q theoretical, where CD is the coefficient of discharge of a venturimeter and its value is less than 1. So these are regarding the derivation of theoretical discharge for a venturimeter. Once again, I will explain. So first of all, you have to draw the figure, and you have to explain about the construction details. That is, there is a short convergent portion, there is a throat, and after that there will be a long divergent portion. Okay, then you have to consider two sections, and in that two sections, one is at the pipe and the other is at the throat, and there you have to say the values of diameter, pressure, velocity, and area. Okay, then at these two sections, you have to apply Bernoulli's equation. Okay, then from this relation, you see that Z1 is equal to Z2, and you have to find out an expression for the pressure difference H. That is H is equal to P1 minus P2 by rho g, and which is equal to V2 square minus V1 square by 2g. And also, you have to apply the continuity equation at the two sections. That is A1 V1 is equal to A2 V2. And from there, you have to find out the relation for V1. And you substitute the value of that V1 for the previous equation. On manipulating that one, you will get a relation for V2. And finally, discharge is equal to Q is equal to A2 V2. And in that one, you have to substitute the value of A2 as well as V2. Q actually is equal to a CD into the theoretical discharge, where CD is the coefficient of discharge. It is the ratio between actual discharge and theoretical discharge. Okay, and these are the concepts regarding the discharge through a venturimeter. I think the concept is clear to you.